Hello students, today we are going to learn about communication skills. Firstly, let us understand what is communication. Communication is a process by which information is exchanged between individuals through a common system of symbols, sign or behavior. Now let us understand about the communication cycle. Communication cycle is the process by which a message is sent by one individual and it passes through a chain of recipients and reaches to the receiver. Firstly, the sender is the person or entity originating the communication. The second is the message, the information that the sender wishes to convey. The next step is encoding, which is how the sender chooses to bring the message into a form appropriate for sending. The next is the choice of channel, which means by which the message is sent. Then the receiver is the person or entity to whom the message is sent. The next step is decoding, which is how the receiver interprets and understands the message. And the last step is feedback, the receiver's response to the message. Communication styles. There are four main categories or communication styles, including verbal, non-verbal, written, and visual communications. Verbal communication is the use of language to transfer information through speaking or sign language. Non-verbal communication is the use of body language, gestures, and facial expressions to convey information to others. It can be used both intentionally and unintentionally. Next is the visual communication. It is the act of using photographs, videos, art, drawings, sketches, etc. to convey the information. Next is the written communication. It is the act of writing, typing, or printing symbols like letters and numbers to convey the information. On the basis of style and purpose, there are two types of communications, formal and informal communication. Formal communication flows through official channels designed in the organization chart, whereas informal communication is faster and flows freely in the organization, discussing about a diverse range of topics. Written communication is the act of writing, typing, or printing symbols like letters and numbers to convey the information. There are various advantages of written communication. The first is the permanent record. A written communication helps to maintain a permanent record of the information exchanged or shared. The second is the meticulous presentation. Since it is a permanent record, every document curated covers all the major information pointers necessary to be communicated. The next advantage is easy circulation of the document, as it can be easily circulated within the organization, unlike the oral communication medium. It is suitable for statistical data as statistical charts and figures are difficult to be interpreted verbally. Thus, circulating a document allows people to examine such intrinsic details with ease. The next advantage is it promotes the goodwill. When conducting business, a well-crafted written document speaks volumes about the competence of a particular organization. Therefore, written communication helps to promote the goodwill of any organization if it is performed wisely. There are various disadvantages of written communication. The first is it is very time consuming, non-flexible, there is no scope of clarification, it demands writing proficiency, and there is probability of wrong interpretation of the message by the receiver. Now next is the verbal communication. There are various advantages of verbal communication skills. First is it saves the time. The verbal form of communication gives you this facility to quickly send intended message, thus saving you time. The next is it saves money. No requirement of any paper or designing a flyer, etc. The feedback is quick. It is the most convenient method as it is most widely adopted means of communication globally. The last is the ease of preparation. Oral communication is the easiest way of communication as it does not require preparation of any material. There are various disadvantages of verbal communication. The first is the chances of distortion of meaning. Due to the presence of various barriers in effective communication, it happens that the intended meaning of the message changes for the intended person, which causes a lot of problem. Next is it is not convenient for long messages. There are chances of irrelevant information, as while having an important discussion, a lot of irrelevant information can creep in during a conversation, leading to a waste of time and gap in the relevant information. Next is it creates a misunderstanding. Usually when two individuals are having deep conversations, they can have some misunderstandings during the time. Next is the communication cost. Sometimes verbal communication can be really expensive if you need to communicate in a language that you are not familiar with. There are various advantages of non-verbal communication. The first is the complementary. Non-verbal cues complement a verbal message by adding to its meaning. Next is the easy presentation. Information can be easily presented in non-verbal communication through using visuals, audiovisuals, etc. Next is the substituting. Non-verbal message may substitute for the verbal message, especially if it is blocked by noise, interruptions, long distance, language barriers, etc. Next, it reduces the wastage of time as the message of non-verbal communication reaches the receiver very fast. There are several disadvantages of non-verbal communication. The first is vague and imprecise. Next, it is continuous, multi-channel, there is cultural bound, and long conversations are not possible using the non-verbal communication means. There are various factors which affects the communication at a workplace. The first is the cultural diversity, next misunderstanding of message, emotional differences, past experiences, positional differences, and functional relationship between the sender and the receiver.